What's up, everybody? In my video today, we're going to be talking about area of a circle and how to find the diameter when we're only given the area. So the first thing we need to know, guys, is the formula that we are going to be working with. Area is equal to pi r squared. But we have to rearrange this formula for r. So what we have to do is first divide by pi, and that's going to give us, let's just put a little arrow, r squared is equal to the area divided by pi. Now remember, we cannot have that exponent, so our next step is to go ahead and take the square root of both sides. And now once we do that, we have the formula to solve for r. So we know r is equal to the square root of the area divided by pi. So now let's start plugging in some numbers. So they tell us in our problem that the area is 250. We're not going to worry about the units for right now. We're just focusing on how to solve. So r is equal to the square root of 250 divided by pi. What I normally tell my students is do your division first, then go back and get the square root. So after we divide 250 by pi, right, and use the pi symbol, don't cut the decimal off the 3.14 unless your teacher tells you to. If your teacher doesn't tell you, just use the pi symbol. So after I used the pi symbol and I divided 250 by pi, my answer was 79.577. And I cut the decimal short just for the video's sake. Now, when I take the square root of this decimal, my final answer for r is equal to 8.92, right? But hold up. Before we think we're done with the problem, guys, we are not done, right? Because this is just the radius. So if we scroll back up to the top of the screen real quick, we'll see that the diameter is only 2 times r. So when we look at this problem here, we now have to make sure that we multiply r by 2. And once we do that, our diameter, the final answer for our diameter should be d is equal to 17.84. So when it comes to the finding the diameter of a circle, when we're only given the area, guys, remember, you first have to find out what the radius is. Once we find out what the radius is, that relationship between the radius and the diameter, right? We have to multiply the radius by 2 so that we can get our final answer for the diameter. Hopefully this video was helpful. Quick review on circles and area and how to find a diameter. Thank you guys for joining me today. This is Mr. Peters, Algebra 1. Thank you.